usually I try to keep my cool a lot in videos. You know, I don't really get too passionate in my videos. Obviously, sometimes I do here and there, especially when I find things that are just blatantly fucking stupid and blatantly wrong, like I did in my most recent video with that Black Desert Online streamer, where, you know, clips were sent to his job from his ex-guild members, and I got very passionate about that because I just, you know, I thought that that's how could they do something like that? You're basically, you know, you're basically dogging the boys in a way, and that's just like, you know, you're the reason why he got fired. But this is 100% definitely a topic that I'm gonna get a lot more passionate about, you know, and I was contemplating whether to make a video on this. I was contemplating whether to make a video on it yesterday, and I wasn't going to at first, but I definitely think that it's a topic that should be talked about a lot more, and something that should be brought to light, and maybe to help, you know, the people who, even though I'm a small content creator, hope this video, you know, gets around a little bit to try and bring light and try and bring more attention to this as well. So the story goes that, so to get into the video, there was a TikTok creator by the name of Inquisitor, and the kind of content that he would make would just be where he's dressing up as Ghost from Call of Duty, and he would do Star Wars content. So his name was Inquisitor because if you don't watch Star Wars, there's certain, like, how can I put it if you don't understand Star Wars, there's certain enemies in the Star Wars universe, you know, during the Empire's reign, that are called Inquisitors, and they go to hunt out Jedi. So he basically cosplayed as Ghost and would have, like, the same lightsaber that those Inquisitors would, and he'd kind of, you know, make Star Wars content with, like, you know, various, like, trending TikTok sounds, and would just make content like, oh, I'm Ghost as an Inquisitor. And it was, you know, I'm not 100% sure how many followers he had, because unfortunately, which I'm going to get into a little bit more later, his TikTok account is currently banned from what I've read, and it's not up yet, but I will get into that a little bit more as the video goes on. So at some point in time, there's no exact timeline of when everything happened, from what I can see at least. I've just seen a lot of screenshots, so I'm going to put them up on the screen as I go along with this as well. So at some point in time, he hired someone who was a female. We have to put, and her name is AJ. So I'm gonna use names just because it'll be a lot more easier to follow. So this girl's name is AJ. Now, she is 17 years of age, but she did not tell Inquisitor that. As a matter of fact, from what I've read, she actually told Inquisitor that she was not a minor and that she was of age. Now, this was just because, you know, as a content creator, especially someone who's, you know, of 23 years of age, which is what Inquisitor was, you don't really want to work with someone who is a minor, because that can just lead to complications, which obviously it has. You know, like myself, if I had to become big on YouTube, or, you know, big streamer, or whatever the hell it may be, big content creator, yeah, and I was willing to hire an editor or a producer or anything like that, I'd be fine with hiring someone who's younger than me, but it would definitely not be someone who's a minor. 100% not. You know, because it could, like I said, it just leads to a lot of complications, and, you know, they're not a mature person at the same time. So he hired that person, AJ, to be his editor for his TikTok channel. Now, AJ also had a boyfriend has a boyfriend named Tito. I think it's how it's pronounced, Tito or Tito. Not 100% sure, but that doesn't really matter. And then at some point in on some video, I'm not 100% sure, I don't think it's one of Inquisitor's videos, but Tito, who's AJ's boyfriend, accuses Inquisitor of flirting with his 17-year-old girlfriend, and then also stating that he is actually 23. And then obviously, one thing that I fucking hate is that these accusations got extremely crazy. You know, they blew up all over Inquisitor's TikTok or Twitter. I'm not 100% sure exactly how they blew up. But obviously, you know, they got back to Inquisitor, and these two people, AJ and Tito, you know, kept going on with these accusations, saying that they're real, saying that, you know, he's trying to flirt with an underage girl. And then at some point, it just got too much for Inquisitor, and he went live on TikTok, and he actually ended his life on TikTok, on a TikTok live, from like I said, from what I've read. I'm not 100% sure if a majority of this is true. Obviously, the story itself is true. I'm not 100% sure about majority of the details, if they are true, but this is just from what I've read so far. But yeah, like I said, he did end up, you know, ending his life on a TikTok live stream. And then The part where it gets even fucking worse. Now, this is already bad. False accusations are just like out of control these days. I fucking hate, and I can't put it more. Like I said, I can't harm myself, but I'm gonna get extremely passionate about stuff like this because to me, it's just absolutely fucking ridiculous. But I despise people, and when I say that, I mean that wholeheartedly. I despise people who make false accusations about someone else that ruins their fucking lives. Like, I don't get what is the point of coming out and making a false accusation, especially one that's like that, saying that he's flirting with an underage girl. What are you trying to get out of this? Like, were you dropped on your head as a baby? Did your parents not raise you right? What are you getting out of making a false accusations out of someone for no apparent fucking reason? And the thing that makes it even worse, the thing that I fucking hate even more is that the two people, Tito himself, AJ's boyfriend, came out and tried to apologize in the video, and then he eventually deleted it. Now you can you yourself can actually go onto TikTok. Apparently it's been re-uploaded multiple times. I myself don't want to show it because I don't want to give this fucker the light of fucking day. But if you want to, you can go ahead and find it yourself. But the thing that makes it even worse is that apparently now he's trying to guilt trip. This man is trying to guilt trip. He's trying to play the sympathy card. And not only is Tito trying to play the sympathy card, but also his fucking girlfriend is trying to play the sympathy card. Now, one thing here, I'm going to post this screenshot of AJ, and her name is Tequila for some fucking reason. Like, you're 17 years of age. Get a fucking life. And then she goes on to say, I did not want it to go that far. I prayed for him. I cried. Nobody deserves death. You are the one who caused all this fucking mess. Apparently, she's the one who really started it, and it basically got her boyfriend to do it with her. What do you mean you didn't want? Where did you want it to go then? Like, what was your end goal? What was your end goal to falsely accuse someone of flirting with a minor who is yourself, and then you cry and you feel bad saying that no one deserves death after he ends his own life? What is this girl's end? How immature? Like, I know you're 17, but still, that's beyond immature. That's almost psychopathic. That's just stupid. And the thing that blows my mind even more is that apparently TikTok banned this guy's account because of the accusations. They banned his account because of the fucking accusations. Like, I hate these days. Oh my god, like I said, I hate false accusations these days for multiple fucking reasons because it can ruin someone's life for something that they didn't even do. But the thing that blows my mind even more is when someone comes out with these accusations, which they are at the time, they're just accusations. Why is that the internet just jumps onto these accusations and will immediately thinks it's true? Yes, there are people in this world who are victims, which I'm going to talk about even more how it affects people who are actually victims in a second. But first, I'm going to get to this. I hate that, like, when accusations like this come out, people don't go, wait, is this true? What you saying is true? Because if what you were saying is true, yes, then that person is a monster, and, you know, they should definitely be put into jail, and they should, you know, put behind bars or get repercussions, banned off any type of platform if they are a content creator. 100%. You know, obviously, wishing death upon someone is you know, definitely an extreme and not something that I would want to say on my video or even get into. But, you know, then yeah, you could say it. But why is it that whenever accusations come out, the whole internet just jumps on it and suddenly believes the victim straight away? Which you shouldn't do. You should always wait for more evidence to come out, and then you go by that evidence. And the reason why, another thing is that this stuff like this affects actual victims, because whenever accusations come out and someone says that I'm being harassed, I'm being sexually harassed, I'm being, you know, someone who's in their 30s and I'm 15 and they're trying to flirt with me and meet up with me, yeah, we should be able to believe them. But it's getting to the point that there is so many people who are coming out with false accusations that it's now going to be, you know, bringing attention away from people who are actual victims of stuff like this. you're bringing that attention away from people who actually need it and people who actually need the help. And there is actual people out there who should be put behind bars and should be brought to justice for the things that they are doing or the things that they have done. But then you're getting innocent people like Inquisitor to end their own life, which is just fucking mind-blowing. And the one thing that I absolutely hate, and one thing that I think that should be put into a fucking law, and I don't know how it isn't, I think it is to a certain extent, but it's really like touch and go, is that if someone falsely accuses someone of any type of sexual harassment or any type of harassment, or just falsely accuses someone of a horrendous crime, and then it comes out and says that that person, you know, falsely accused someone, that person themselves should get put behind bars. They should definitely be charged and jailed, because then that will help prevent people who are falsely accusing others of stuff like this. And it just blows my mind of how people like this will just go ahead, falsely accuse people. That person will end their life. An innocent person will end their life because they just constantly get harassed for no reason. Because it is no reason, because they didn't do anything. And then the people who started all this mess, no repercussions. Zero. They just go ahead, live their life. And you know what? I hope that these two people, AJ and Tito, who caused these problems, you know what? I hope that they know that they are living with blood on their hands for the rest of their life. Because they should be the ones behind bars. They shouldn't be the ones who, you know, should be where Inquisitor is, because that's, like I said, it's very touchy to wish death upon someone. But they should be behind bars, and Inquisitor should still be with us, because my heart goes out to his family. It really fucking does. I feel so sorry for his family that they have to deal with this, and I really hope that Tito and AJ know that they are living with blood on their hands for the rest of their life. But yeah, it's a really touchy subject. It's a really tough subject to talk about, and like I said, I'm very passionate about stuff like this because, you know, I've dealt with a lot of depression in my life. I know people who themselves have been harassed, and you know, this isn't the first time I've seen something like this on the internet where someone's falsely accused of something. You know, and I feel for Inquisitor's family, and I am built up with so much anger for AJ and Tito of what they have done, because it's just absolutely shameful. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about all this down below. Yeah, that's it from me. Peace out.